Hello and welcome to Bloom Healing Tarot. Thank you so much for joining my channel. We are here today to do a fabulous reading on the Hero's Journey Medicine Wheel for the water signs we are starting with today. Spirit decided that we would go with water signs first, so that's really wonderful. So thank you very much for being here, water signs, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. My name is Sasha. I am your green goddess. I am a Lemurian mermaid, a psychic medium, an empath, an intuitive tarot reader, and also a healer, a coach, and a mystery teacher. And in all of my work, I endeavour to help people rebalance their well-being and redefine who they are as a person and understand their mission and their purpose in the world and allow them to fully step into their passion. That really is my divine purpose here. So I've designed this particular reading and these sets of readings as a way of helping all of my beautiful collective unlock their true gifts and really understand where they are on their journey so that they can become the best versions of themselves they want to be. If you are enjoying these readings, please do like and subscribe here on YouTube. It will be really awesome to have you as part of our tribe. Please do hit the notification bell as well so that you get notified when we go live or when we drop new content. And just to let you know, for this reading, it is going to be a part 1. This is part 1 on YouTube, and we will be doing part 2 over on Patreon. So in part 1, we're going to be looking at the medicine wheel in the 4 directions, which is air, fire, water, and earth. And then over on Patreon, and after that, we will pull some extra oracles for each of the individual signs in part 1. And before we go over to part 2, we will read the Heart of the Medicine Wheel soul message for the whole collective. And once we go over onto Patreon, then we will look deeper into these 3 cards here, and we will clarify these ones in part 2, and we will grab some other excellent tarot and oracles in part 2 as well. So do check us out on Patreon if you are interested. If you feel like this message resonates with you, then do click in the box below and find the description and the link for the Patreon. And it will be wonderful to have you over there. All the other details of what I do and how you can connect with me are also in the description box. And also, I mentioned, you know, this is for all water signs and all those with water in their sun, moon, rising, or any other placement in your chart. If you don't know your full birth chart, or even you don't know the sun, moon, rising, then there is a link in the description box below to Cafe Astrology, where you can get a free birth chart. And if you know your time of birth, then you can get your rising sign as well. And also understand if you are on the cusp of any of the signs. So, without further ado, let us get cracking. So, just take a deep breath and connect in with me. Allow your energies to cleanse your space, cleanse your slate, and we can start with fresh energy. I have already pulled your cards, water signs, and we will go through them together. So, in the first position, in the east, the air sign, or the air position, this is our new beginnings. This is what we're calling in. This is new energy coming in. And we have in this section 26, me time. Enjoy your own company. In position 2, this is releasing passion. This is what you're releasing out into the world. We have say yes to your higher calling. Number 12, be a human exclamation mark. Number 23 is trip the light fantastic, and it sits in your position, water. This is introspection, what we are to learn. what we're sort of, really understanding on an internal level. And then in the fourth position, the North or Earth, we have our elder wisdom, what we are to teach. And this is 10,000 angels. Number 17, really beautiful. In position 5, wisdom from above, this is representing Grandfather Sky, that all-seeing eye. What is it that Spirit wants us to see? We have the call to adventure, number 1. Number 6, we have wisdom from below. This represents Grandmother Earth and what we are to embody. We have eyes on the prize, number 44. And then the heart of the medicine wheel, the soul message for everyone, is number 34, from fear to fuel. So before we look at these cards and clarify them for my water signs, I want you to just look at each of the numbers, each of the cards, and feel whether anything particular stands out to you about any of these cards. That may well indicate there is a special message in there for you, but I hope and believe that there may be nuggets of wisdom in all of these messages for you. So for my water signs, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, thank you so much for being here. We're going to start by clarifying with the Rider-Waite Tarot. We've got King of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. So we are going to clarify the 4 directions here on YouTube. So first of all, let's give it an extra shuffle. If any of these cards do speak to you, feel into what that's meaning for you right now. And what aspect of the journey that you believe that you're on. It's very important that we use our own intuition. No reading or reader should be able to tell you how to make a decision or what decisions to make. We are here simply to share the energies in the collective and give you indications and clues as to the directions that you could take if you so desire, or even holding back from certain aspects of life if they do not serve you well and do not serve your highest good. So I think we are ready now. So please clarify for us, Spirit, why is me time here for new beginnings? What does this mean, me time? And we're going to take 2. We've got Queen of Wands, Queen of Fire, another card for, okay, Queen of Fire and the 6 of Cups on me time. So first of all, let's just talk about this. So me time. This stage, 26, represents being in the belly of the whale in the hero's journey. It represents a time of going within, of being very much in a hermit stage. This is quite a Virgo card. Going within, checking in with what's important for ourselves. So in terms of a new beginning, this is all about refueling, recharging, recognizing what we really want so that we can move forward with passion and excitement and move forward into this passion phase. So this is very beautiful. This is very much taking stock, sitting with oneself, recognizing your own power and enjoying your own company. And what's lovely is that what clarifies this me time is the Queen of Wands and the 6 of Cups. So Queen of Wands could represent one of the fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sag, and the 6 of Cups is a water sign, potentially. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. And Six of Cups also represents soulmates coming in. So this could be a past love, a past connection, someone with strong emotion from the past wanting to reconnect. This could be where your mind is at, water signs. This could be how you are feeling about a fire sign. This could be how you're feeling about your own passion coming into the world. This could be about how you want to share the passion that you have. You know, the Queen of Wands can definitely talk about our passion. So it's lovely because it's coming down into this next phase, like we're on the clock. You know, tick, tick, tick. It's saying, what are we pulling together? What are we pulling into being in this sense of, or this time of recharge, so that we can release this passion? So I think this is exactly what you're focused on, water signs. You're thinking about, where are we going? Where do we want to be going? Who do we want to be connecting with? And how are we allowing the good things from our past to come back and support us? And how are we letting go and releasing passion and sharing our love and our passion? That's great. So let's talk about number 12. Say yes to your higher calling. So this is number 2. Oops. Lots of cards flipped over, but we're not going to take them. Number 2 is your south, your fire node, releasing passion, what you are releasing into the world. And number 12 is refusal of the call. It represents standing at the threshold, waiting to make a move, not yet making a move, but say yes to your higher calling. This is about bringing that confidence, recognizing your true worth, recognizing how much you have to offer. You know, you've done all this work. Beautiful reflection of this, you know, yellow dress here. In 3 cards, there's this yellow dress of passion reflected here in the sun as well. Really lovely. Allowing us to feel that passion is all around us, passion is surrounding us, and passion is here to guide us as well. It's actually our higher calling is that passion coming through. It is that higher purpose. Something is calling you through your dreams, your sleeping dreams, your waking dreams, wanting to be released. But there's a sense of needing to recognize that true power that you have, so that you can bravely accept the call to adventure and not be stifled by it, or pushed into a fear mode where we end up, you know, not moving at all. Oh, look, the devil in reverse just jumped up. Oh, and we've dropped some. We're not going to take these ones, actually. Because I just want 2 on say yes to your higher calling. Why is this here, Spirit? Tell us why say yes to your higher calling is here for our water signs. That's all right. It's just my deck's upside down. 8 of Pentacles and the 10 of Wands. 8 of Pentacles and the 10 of Wands. So 8 of Pentacles representing the earth signs. So this is Virgo, Capricorn and Taurus. Wands, more fire coming through. So we've got the 10 of Wands representing the end of a burdensome cycle. And the 8 of Pentacles very much representing new growth, new development, working on a project, working towards your dreams. This person is very diligently working hard, saving pentacles under the bench. You know, in the background, there's a beautiful castle, a high vibration castle, perhaps what they're building towards. say yes to your higher calling. Well, the Eight of Pentacles can definitely represent our higher calling. And, you know, this sense of the Ten of Wands, the end of a burdensome cycle. Perhaps this is the end of doubt, the end of thinking, I can't do this isn't my road, this isn't where I'm supposed to be. Well, actually, Spirit is saying this is exactly where you're supposed to be. You are the Queen of Passion. You are the Hermit. You are representing all these passionate, fueled, fueling wisdom. You're bringing wisdom into the world, creating something for other people. It's interesting, actually, I've just seen the same little castle that he's working towards is actually what this person here is also striving towards. So actually there is this, you know, you have been working really, really hard on your journey, but now it is time to put down the heavy wands and realize that actually you've done all the work. You've built this castle and now it's time to enjoy it. Now it's time to sit on your throne as the Queen of Wands and welcome new people to come and enjoy this this beautiful sanctuary that you've created, you've built. So a lovely sense of the ending of difficulties. You know, this is where your passion is actually helping you transcend those difficulties as well. Sometimes, you know, this is the refusal of the call element as well. So perhaps, you know, holding on to doubt, holding on to fear, holding on to what challenges used to be like, used to feel like, has been stopping you from stepping into your higher purpose. And now you can put down those wands and realize that this was always meant to be. And this is your journey. And it was an important stage. You know, refusal of the call, being in hermit mode, just waiting and watching and allowing spirit to percolate. You know, a good meal takes a while to cook, especially if you're using a slow cooker. The longer you leave it, the better it tastes. So, you know, we need to do this work. We can't constantly jump from one success or one challenge into the next and on and on and on. It's really important that we take downtime, we take that me time, and we reflect on our works. We reflect on what it is we've brought into the world so far. And we also reflect on the challenges that have allowed us to get to this point as well. All of our challenges have been mere stepping stones on the journey. And so, you know, we've been holding on to all this passion, but we've also been building it into something that we can share with others. And this is that Six of Cups energy coming through. So that's really amazing. Let's go ahead and look at number 3 and see how our own water energy is affected here. We've got number 23, Trip the Light Fantastic, Dance with the Universe. And number 23 sits in Crossing the Threshold. Very interesting because, you know, refusal of the call sits just before that. So this is you ready to cross that threshold. It's you ready to recognize everything that has come before and where you are to go. And we've got the Fool. Wow. Crossing the threshold with the Fool. Wonderful. Dance with the universe. The Fool is literally dancing with the universe. This is our sense of introspection. This is our emotional world. What it is we are to learn. Wow. And we got the Tower. So we have got 2 major arcana coming out on your water aspect, water signs. So, the Fool and the Tower at the threshold. I mean, this is just divine, really, because, when you think about refusal of the call, it talks about not being able to accept or acknowledge what is truly before you. Perhaps not being able to embody or harness a new paradigm that's coming in. And that's what crossing the threshold is all about. It's about actually stepping through the veil. You know, stepping through the veil. Once you realize your power, once you realize all the work you've done and the challenges that you have surmounted and overcome, you can step forward into this powerful new beginning. Beautiful, more yellow coming through, more sunshine. You know, the sun is always a blessing on readings. The sun is the most powerful card in a tarot deck. And to have so much sun and actually lots of moon energy as well, this is wonderfully blessed by the universe. So the Fool and the Tower. The Tower here represents a shift. It represents a shift in perception. It represents stepping forward into the new light. When the tower comes down, the star comes out and we can see the stars. So this is about you stepping into that starlight's self of your own, finding what it is within you that's allowed you to come this far. What's been driving you? What is it about these emotional trials and emotional journeys that has allowed you to step into this new energy? And I think it's that confidence coming through. I think it's, you know, even just this sense of going through this journey now, of looking at where you are and where you've been and realizing how much support is on your side is a wonderful, you know, confirmation from spirit. And I don't feel the tower is a bad shock. I feel it represents a shock, of course, but it represents newness. And actually, most of the time, what we're fearful of is change. It's not fearful because it's dangerous. We're fearful because we don't know what's on the other side of the veil. We don't know what's through that door. We don't know what's through the wardrobe, you know, but it could be Narnia. We just need to step forward bravely without sense of consequences, without worrying about the consequences, realizing that there is hope and excitement and, you know, a new journey beginning. This person is stepping through the veil, the Fool. He's stepping off the edge of a cliff into bright new beginnings. And the Tower, these people are definitely moving. They are falling from the tower, but into a newness. And you cannot go back. You cannot ever go back into that burning building. And that is a blessing. You won't ever be able to see things the way you used to see them, because actually you're now being illuminated by a new sky of stars. So that's really, really lovely. So let us check on number 4, which I thought was a very special message, which is number 17, 10,000 angels. Now, this is what you are to teach, my water signs. This is the elder wisdom of the earth. It represents everything we've grown from. Every bit of rain and sun and air that has helped fertilize and grow our beautiful tree has allowed us to become teachers of our own selves, of our own journey. And so this is about what we are to teach. And the fact that there are 10,000 angels in this card means that perhaps, my water signs, you are to teach 10,000 angels. You are a wise ascended master here on the journey. And you have the power of 10,000 angels behind you. Your ancestors, your guides, your spirit animals. 10,000 angels in this deck. Oh, wow, the devil is out again. Okay. Interestingly, the devil and the star. Okay. Well, that's quite interesting because we were just talking about the star and the tower. And now we've got the devil. So the devil comes before the tower. Then we have the tower. Then we have the star. So like I say, if you can move past the tower, the stars come out. But actually you have to move past the devil first in order to survive the tower. If you don't let go of the devil in your life, whatever this represents to you, it could be some kind of obsession, addiction, overstimulation of some kind, be that sexual, food, alcohol, substances, overworking, underworking, whatever it is, something plays a devilish role in your day-to-day. It could be procrastination. It could be perfectionism. All of these things are an unhealthy attachment to the flow. We're not allowing the flow to flow. So I'm very surprised to see these three major arcanas now sitting side by side. And it's always very powerful when we get major arcanas, even if they represent the devil and the tower, which most people would feel are very difficult energies to play with. Major arcana suggests that spirit is walking with you. Spirit is actually at your back, at your side, on your left, on your right, whichever way you see it. And, you know, you've got 10,000 angels supporting you as well. Now, these also represent Aquarius and Capricorn, earth and air, a very watery air sign as well. Lean on your circle of supernatural support. Now, 10,000 angels is about meeting our mentor. So in the hero's journey, meeting our mentor is recognizing those guiding hands, those guiding words, those guiding voices and spirits around you, whether they are living or passed over, whether you're spirit guides, spirit animals, or actually people that offer real-time mentoring to you in your life, your business, your relationships, maybe your tarot readers. All of these people can be guides for you. And it's about you recognizing what guidance you need at this time. You know, if this is something you're going to teach, then who is it that does what you do really well in the world that you can learn from right now? Perhaps there is a Capricorn or an Aquarius specifically providing guidance to you now. Perhaps you are a Capricorn or an Aquarius somewhere in your chart, and you are starting to recognize that perhaps you offer healing through the trials that you've been through. Maybe you have had your tussle with the devil and you've survived. And now you have a story to share of that healing, or you have a story to share of that challenge, and that challenge, your story of it, your storytelling of it will provide healing for others. There may be 10,000 angels sitting down to listen to your very particular story, water signs. And so, however this resonates for you, do check in with yourself and realize that this wisdom is within you. This teaching is within you, and you are capable of both overcoming. And overcoming is a day-to-day thing. This isn't something that, oh, well, we've dealt with our dark side or our shadow side and then we never have to deal with it again. Actually, the universe will consistently and constantly, steadily bring new tests into your life at every stage of your journey, just so you can see how you have leveled up and how well you're remembering the lesson. Because it's all very well knowing the lesson or knowing what you're supposed to do. It's a very different thing to actually apply that and consistently walk in that light, walk in that truth day by day. So this is a beautiful confirmation that Spirit is saying, first and foremost, as the Fool, you have made it through this very powerful threshold. You've moved past the devil. You've been able to avoid the burning tower, and so much so there is now healing on the other side. Even if you got a bit scalded, you will be healed in the water of the star. She will bring healing, or he will bring healing into your life. And I think this is saying that actually, our greatest lessons and teachings that we have for others is that which we've walked through ourselves. If you've been able to overcome an addiction, or you've mended your broken heart, or you've been able to find peace and new prosperity after losing someone you love, these are all powerful, transformative moments that we are all going through, and we will all go through at some point in our lives. So if you have important lessons that you've learned on your journey, think where you can bring that healing for other people and how you might be able to share it into the world. I feel that you probably are already sharing it in the world, my water signs. So that was fabulous. As I say, we're going to talk about these 3 cards in part 2 over on Patreon, but we'll just look at them in this reading. So we have the call to adventure. This is number 1, very powerful. Honor the whisper of your soul. This is wisdom from above. Grandfather Sky. Grandfather Sky wants us to see that actually we are about to receive the call to adventure. Eyes on the prize, number 44, beautiful angel number. Trust the guidance of your North Star. So we've got more sense of angels and spirit guides here, representing wisdom from below, Grandmother Earth, what we are to embody. Perhaps all of the angels and spirit guides of the earth itself. Perhaps this is about recognizing all of the strength that we have from the stars and from the earth below. And finally, from fear to fuel, number 34. Stand still and own your power. This is the heart of the medicine wheel. This is you as the heart of all creation. Beautiful energy. And we've talked a lot about this idea of being held back by fear or doubt, and actually allowing that to transform into a fuel of its own. So let's read the heart of the medicine wheel together, and we will be able to share in this as a collective. So for all the water signs, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, from fear to fuel is our heart message, our soul message. And number 34 actually sits inside supreme ordeal as a journey marker, or it's the supreme opportunity, is a nice way of looking at it. So let's read this together. Stage 8, supreme ordeal. Number 34, from fear to fuel. Stand still and own your power. One does not become enlightened by imagining figures of light, but by making the darkness conscious. The latter procedure, however, is disagreeable and therefore not popular. C.G. Jung. Message. When you have an unpleasant dream, implement the fear formula to alchemize that which scares you into fuel for awakening. Face it, embrace it, ace it, and replace it. Instead of running, turn and face your challenge. Become so big you have room inside your heart for everyone and everything. Ask how your experience could be a blessing and could make you more powerful. Then transform that which terrified you into something which empowers you. Watch as your fear becomes fuel that can be used to ignite your dreams. That fuel gives you a future that is unlimited, empowered, and lucid. When fear no longer pushes, inspiration can pull you towards your dreams. Drop the tug of war of duality and enter a field of exponential power. Set yourself on fire and shine as the brilliantly radiant being you naturally are. Finally, turn your most illuminated intentions into manifestation. Dream symbol is the chase. Chase dreams can signify an attempt to outrun your power. Perhaps you feel a shadow or unintegrated, a diamond in the rough aspect of your magnificence that you think is trying to kill or destroy you, is catching up with you. This aspect is attempting to give you a great gift. If you wouldn't run so fast, you wouldn't already be benefiting from it. This dream may be telling you to resist the seduction of the hunt and instead become an alchemist. You might as well, because you can run, but you can't hide from the multifaceted splendor of who you are. The mantra, I create space to embrace all aspects of my beautiful self. I create space to embrace all aspects of my beautiful self. Let us take a spirit animal guide message for the water signs, please. A spirit animal guide for Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio for the Hero's Journey Medicine Wheel. What spirit guide is here to give them their greatest guidance today and along their journey? Wow, the peacock is here again. The peacock came out earlier and I saw it when I was shuffling. So definitely the peacock is very much here for your guidance. We'll read the peacock together as well. Bear with me a moment, because these pages aren't numbered. This is an earth card. An air card. That'll be why I can't find it in the earth section, Sasha. Okay. Obviously it's an air card because it's a bird. And we have the last one I find, obviously, there we go. Peacock spirit. Peacock spirit. Peacock represents inner beauty, compassion, assimilator of anything. The beauty of the peacock is unrivaled. It's easy to think it comes from the plumage, but the secret of the peacock is that the beauty resides within and extends outward indefinitely. This adept creature can assimilate or digest all experiences in life, so it does not harbour resentment, conflict, or past pain within its psyche. The peacock type is extremely rare. Not many of us have reached it, or reached this advanced level of acceptance of ourselves or of others. When in balance, peacock spirit is confident and kind. When out of balance, they can't digest situations. To bring into balance, do some meditation on your navel or your sacral chakra. Beautiful energy from peacock spirit for our water signs. Now, I feel like pulling one more card, and we'll pull one card for each of the water signs from the energy deck. Oops. So, for our water signs, before we run over to part 2, and I hope you'll join us in part 2 on Patreon, please click the link in the description box below for the Patreon link. And do please like and subscribe here on YouTube to my channel so that you get notified every time I go live or drop new content. So definitely ring that notification bell and you will be in the loop. It has been wonderful having you here, my water signs, and I really appreciate you sharing in this journey. And we are going to be going deeper into the hero's journey on the hero's journey course. And I am developing this at the moment. I want to be able to give as much insight and information and support and guidance to everyone on their journey, and to help them understand their true transformational power and gifts. So if you're interested in being on the Hero's Journey course, please do add your name to our mailing list. You can do that by emailing me, bloomhealing22@gmail.com. Put Hero's Journey in the subject line, and I will put you on the Hero's Journey mailing list. And it will be awesome to have you also come back and enjoy some more of these readings too. So let us take a card for Pisces. The journey. Look at that. Pisces has the journey. Number 2. Cancer has daughter spirit. Number 32. Scorpio, the thinking woman. 47. Scorpio, the thinking woman. This is sort of like, sitting here with the hermit. Thinking woman is very much like the hermit, like Virgo, like Gemini. You may have this strongly in your chart, but it's interesting how this sits here. So perhaps Scorpios, you've been feeling very much into this energy here, number 1. And, number 2, the journey for Pisces. Feels like you're in the middle of your journey here. Definitely at a crossroads, Pisces. There are different directions to go. And even though all these signboards point in one direction, there's one signboard going the other way, and that's the direction that you're going in. So you're definitely breaking the mold here, Pisces. You're definitely stepping out into, that new way of being, that new road, and it's very abundant. And daughter spirit for our Cancer signs. I mean, this is gorgeous. Look at all these angels and orbs. It's sitting over 10,000 angels. Very similar energies here. Daughter spirit, you are being guided. You are being guided to step through the veil. step through this door and realize that everything is waiting to meet you where you are. The door is open. The dove is beckoning you to come through, Cancerians. So, and I'm loving this, loving this energy of all this power and fuel that you're pulling in internally. Scorpio specifically, but all of the water signs. This is going to give you that amazing fuel, that amazing fire of the Queen of Wands, so that you can give it out into the world and say yes to your higher calling. It's really, really special. Thank you so much for being here, my beautiful water signs. That was your hero's journey medicine wheel. I hope you will check out the other signs, the other element signs, because we are all combinations of all of the elements. And like I say, if you don't know your birth chart, do check out the description box below where there's a link where you can get a free birth chart. And I promise you that will be an illuminating journey of all of its own. So thank you so much. Do join us over on Patreon, where we're going to go to part 2 and we're going to clarify these beautiful cards in relationship to this whole journey, and we'll pull a few special ones as well. So link is in the description box below. I wish you many blessings on your journey. Thank you so much, and namaste.